is up, guys? It's your boy Darth, and today I have week 12 of the CWL, and it's 6 Schlitzes versus Crystal Warrior. And this was a pretty lit war. Like the very end of it was, there was a lot of back and forth in the attacks. So there was a lot of lead changes, but we pulled it out in the end. Our 11s really did work and picked up the slack and ensured the victory. Overall, we did really well at 10v11s. I think we were like 3 for 4 on those, and for Town Hall 10s we struggled a bit, and Town Hall 9s we also struggled. We had to use a couple nukes, so that's something we need to improve on and make sure that doesn't happen again in future wars. But a victory is a victory, and let's just take a look at the map. Overall, we did pretty well. 83 stars, not too shabby, but it's definitely not the best we've put up recently. So let's just get straight into it. I'm gonna combine both the Town Hall 10 and the Town Hall 10 and 11, as well as the Town Hall 9 recaps into one video, just for time. So let's look at number 2 first. This is an attack by Matty J. He had a 10v11 quote-unquote 6-pack. He went like back-to-back at the very beginning of war. It was crazy. Okay, so he comes in with a quad quake, go bow baby dragon, 7 back-end drags, and a ton of bowlers, just making a big push into that core. So he sets his funnel pretty wide. Golems are taking a beating, but that's what they're made for. Drops in king, CC bowlers, queen, and everything's being funneled straight into that town hall. Gonna drop his freeze soon. Maybe catch some of that CC as well. Doesn't look like it, but all the bowlers and underrage, they're doing their job. The town hall's down, and the rest is just cake. Come back out. Yeah. So he has baby dragons coming along the top side. He has 1 more and 3 minions in the bag. And he's already secured the 2-star, he's just going for the extra percentage. Not a lot of our wars really come down to percent, but it's best to have that extra percent while you can. So good job to Matty J, our 10v11 beast. Alright, so next up is a dip by the Kraken, or I think Matty's running that account now. So he comes in with a shattered Bolala. So nice, good use of the bowlers to take out that mortar. Probably helps with loon funneling later. And nice bowler trades on this side as well. Drops in a quake to open up stuff into that inferno. Doesn't need to mess around with wall breakers. King, queen, warden, whatever bowlers remaining. Golem's already gone in. He's gonna rage that up, heal, and pop warden ability soon. Brought a poison as well. Zoom in a little bit. And he's gonna start his Lala portion from the northeast pretty soon. Yeah, starts it right about now. Targeting that 1 air defense. He brings only 2 hounds, but that's all he really needs since of how exposed those air defenses are. Drops in a freeze, catches an inferno beautifully. Drops in his last loons, and he has just way too many loons, and they overwhelm this base. And he still has Queen at full health, and Queen ability still up, intact. Some bowlers are there to help out. A couple minions. This base is pretty much gone. So great job to Maddie, Kraken, Maddie. Not Maddie J, but like another Maddie. Yeah, so great job to him, and fast forward through the rest of this. Oh, and King is still up. Just a complete wreckage. And this attack, and the next attack is our only 10v10 of the war. I mean, we've been so accustomed to putting up like 4 or 5 that one seems a little weird, but it is what it is. We had a couple of really close attacks, like a couple 98s and 97s. Just things didn't go our way. So what he's trying to do is he's going to come in with a Suicide Hero, Quad Lalo, Skelly Spell for the AQ kill. And so he's going to drop in heroes, jump them in, BK is going to take out that Inferno, and Queen's going to snipe that air defense. And then what that allows him to do... Actually, wait, I think Queen's going for a walk. Well, he was pretty unlucky here as well. Yeah, so he doesn't get the Inferno nor the air defense, which is pretty bad, but you'll see how well because Lalo is just so OP that it doesn't really matter. He takes out Queen with the Skelly Spell, 2 Skelly Spells, Queen and King, with the help of Rage Pups. The Inferno Tower is still up, but the loons will make it 360 and come back to it. So great freeze there, preserving the hounds so that they can fly down to that next Inferno, next air defense, my bad. Loses a couple loons, but he has a ton remaining. So 1 hound pops, and he's just saving that haste for that right moment. And he drops it now. So it takes care of the air defense, air sweeper is going down, and just the Inferno's up, and that's not enough to take out the base. Or take out his loons. It's enough to take out the base. So cleanup's underway, that hound's going to be annoying, but he has enough cleanup in the bag to ignore that. Let's fast forward through the rest of this, and great job to Fistel. Let's go down to the Town Hall 9s. So first up is AK on number 14. Troublemaker AK. And he's coming in with his signature drags. The guy is such a beast at drags, but all Indians are. FPCI is, or it was, I'm not sure about now, but back in the day, everyone in FPCI used to drag. It was crazy. So he comes in with heroes up top. He's gonna take out that AD, zaps the other 2, uses 1 earthquake, so he has a poison in the bag. So that's a base flaw that this guy has. Pops ability, and the Queen is able to take out, where is she? Yes, she barely takes out that air defense. So lucky for him. And now he deploys his drags. That baby drag's gonna cause a little bit of trouble, but it's not too big of a deal. So he has a hound or 2 hounds and 12 loons in the bag. So that's enough to take out the rest of the base after the drags have done their work. Deploys them in now, Just targeting that air defense and all these air targeting defenses to take out. Air defense goes down. He still has 2 loons in the bag, probably for this last wizard tower section. Wizard tower and Tesla farm. Yeah, he deploys in 1 to take out that Tesla farm. No, that Tesla farm. And he's gonna deploy his last one probably to distract the wizard tower. Yep. And we can fast forward through the rest of this. Drags are pretty slow and cleanup is well underway. Everything's converging on that last quadrant of the base. Unfortunately, his hound doesn't pop, but with, what, 5 dragons up? He has plenty of cleanup. And like a bunch of loons. So good job to AK. Keep up the good work. And next is Shattered Bolalo by Dan on his account known as the Wolf. Number 18. So he comes in with a Shattered Bolalo. I mean, Dan, he has been an adamant stoned hobo type of guy, so it's pretty funny seeing him come in with something other than that. Love the variety and just a great attacker. So he comes in, wall breaks in, sends in more wall breakers, opens stuff up. Queen down, probably gonna drop his jump soon. Bowlers, king. Rage them up. Poison the CC and the queen. Heal. Oh, no rage. Oh yeah, now rage. So they are wrecking havoc. A couple bowlers get stuck behind walls, but that's fine because they will reroute. Just gonna send his Lalo in soon. His king takes out one of that other air defense. He's probably waiting for that. There's Lalo anytime there. Yep, there it is. His Lalo's coming in now. He has 3 hastes, and he probably needs them for that Tesla farm back end. It's a bit scary seeing that pop in the raid, especially if it's a fresh hit. But luckily, like the Golemites come in, tank for like a majority of the Teslas. Then the Hound comes in, and he has loons back end, and everything just collapses on that. And that base stands no chance. Let's fast forward through the rest of the cleanup. He has wizards working on the outside and like a horde of loons and minions and a lava hound converging on that last defense. Not defense, trash building. So great job, Dan. Next we're gonna go to number 22, which is Maple Moose. Taking on Nick. And he's gonna come in with Dan's favorite attack, Stoned Hobo. So this guy, he's going to funnel one side with the queen, the other side with the hog and a couple wizards. And I believe he's gonna set a really wide funnel. Dropping his golem on the other side of the base, basically. And the queen came under fire from the expo, which was unfortunate, so he had to pop ability, but it was fine. He's gonna drop in his wall rippers now to let everything into the core. Almost had a wall breaker fail, but Actually, he did have a wall breaker fail. Queen died. Oh, she actually survived. My bad. Spoke a little too soon. As you can see, not a lot of things went his way, but Queen reroutes, which is good. King and Bowler, King and Golem pop. Bond, protect the bowlers. Queen dies off now, but she's done her job. She's basically funneled stuff, and it's kind of good that she died because now nothing really can target the Hound. And Bowler's doing a ton of work in the core. He hasn't even deployed his hogs in. Like 50% of the base is just gone, including like a majority of the defenses. Has a second jump to lead outside the base, and now he's deploying his hogs finally. But there's literally not a lot of defenses at all to hurt his hogs. Yeah, Lava Hound's just chasing the Golemites, and the base is basically done for. So great job, great patience on this attack, especially. Like after a wall breaker fail and then Queen getting low and then eventually dying off, just good patience and not panicking and sending stuff in too early. Sent in hogs pretty late, and that helped out with the raid. Now the last raid that I'm going to show is on number 22 or number 23, and it's by my boy Thunderstrike and this guy. Jesus, this guy has, I don't know what goes on in his mind. He has like some of the craziest attacks. I used to think I was a crazy Talon 9 attacker, but then this guy just like one-ups like everything I've ever seen. Like 6 skeleton spells, get out of here. And he like swags out one of them too, which is just nuts. Like he doesn't even bother with zap quakes, he just goes straight skelly spells on bases. And it's so much more efficient too, because he can bring so many more like haste and whatnot for the loons, and so he drops in 3 for that 180, then drops in 3 or 2 more for that other air defense, and it gets a little sketchy here, but he clears out that air defense, drops in that last one just for safety, but I think he had enough skeletons left to pick off the remaining sliver of health. So he has 27 loons and 10 minions that he's just gonna steamroll the base with, and he has 4 haste to boot as well. So dropping in his third and final Hound, and they're just gonna sit on that air defense while everything just converges. And he swags out 8 loons, 2 haste, 5 minions, or I think he might use a minion or 2 for cleanup, but as you can see, he has so many pups, so many loons. He doesn't even need to bother with like using the haste. Hound pops, which is great for him. Just fast forward through this because the base is just done. You just exploited that to the max. He's gonna have a little loon parade at the end, if I remember this correctly. I was watching this live. Yeah. Little loon parade, swags at the 2 hastes. So awesome job to Thundy. We'll actually take a look at all the. Should have done this beforehand, but so shout out to Maple Moose, Thunderstrike, Guh, and Jordan. sure I don't miss anybody. And Tum Tum, yeah. So shout out to y'all and great job on like the 6-packs. Even though R9 struggled this war. Oop. Go back to the Warmog. Yeah, great job to the 9s, and even though we struggled a little bit, it's definitely not something to the performance was definitely not something to be ashamed of. We had a lot of our good attacks and just need to improve going forward. So until next time, I'll catch y'all later.
Yeah, I've been killing this shit. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been cooking that shit, now they fucking with this.